All right, what is up, YouTube? This is my first ever time recording a video. I can't believe I'm actually I literally just hit record. I never do this. I never thought I would do this, but here we are, right? Like this morning, I just woke up and was like, I need to make a YouTube video for my fellow copywriters out there. Listen, I literally don't even expect anyone to watch this. This is more just for me to say that I posted my first YouTube video and I have something to go off of and look back on in the future. But listen, if you are a copywriter and for some reason the algorithm is recommending you this video, that's great. I think I have some cool things I want to talk to you about today, and I'm gonna try and make it as quick as I can because why would you listen to me, right? Like I could be lying for all you know. Like this is my first ever video. But hopefully you'll see that I'm not. I'm a real dude. I'm literally sitting in my freaking childhood bedroom recording a video about copywriting because it has changed my life. And I just want to quickly give you guys some insight on what it could possibly do for you. Yeah, and I have some notes here because I have no idea how to record YouTube videos like this, but we're doing one take. I don't really care. So anyway, I'm making this video. For literally like one specific type of person. And it's for all of you guys that like know what copywriting is, you understand it's a legit business model, and you know you can actually make a ton of money with it. Like you've seen Cardinal Mason's videos, you've seen Tyson 40's, you've seen KJ's videos, and like maybe you're taking steps to like land your first client, right? But like for some reason, it's not working. And there's all of these like doubts, like it's real, right? And you still have all of these doubts though in the back of your mind that are just crushing, and they're so negative, and like for some reason there's such a big part of you that like can't go all in on this yet. If that's you, like that's literally who I'm making this video for, because that was me like just a few months ago. And I'm gonna make like a whole story video, I think, like in the future, but I'm just gonna quickly run through my story now, so you guys can just like see another example of a completely normal guy that is currently changing his life with copywriting, because I used to have all of those negative doubts like literally just 60-70 days ago, right? So yeah, real quick, I'll try to keep this short, but basically my name's Griffin. I'm 23 years old. I live outside Philadelphia, so I'm in the US, and I went to college like a normal guy. I went to high school. My parents told me to go to college. I graduated. I got a civil engineering degree. And then I even got a job out of college, like working for a construction management company for like a year. And I hated it. It was like the worst thing I've ever done in my life. I was making pretty good money. I was making like 75, 80 grand a year, which was good, but I hated waking up every single morning and like going to that freaking job and being on a construction site and dealing with really, really just shitty people who like they were just like giving up on their life. Like there were these construction workers who would just clock in, clock out, go drink their beer after work, and just hated everything they did. And it was like, God, I hated waking up. And it, like that was a pretty dark place, to be honest. Like I felt lost. Like all of my buddies were going and like living in New York City, and they were starting like finance jobs, and I was like, I just felt like I was just not taking the path that I wanted to go on. Like I didn't have chances to grow within my company. And then of course, I'm sure like you guys have experienced this. Like then I'm freaking scrolling on TikTok, and I start seeing people like Cardinal Mason, and I start seeing these dropshipping guys, and it's like crazy money, right? You're like, what the heck is going on here? Like these guys are sitting in Miami, like driving Lambos, and they're my age, if not younger. And that, like, I started to go in, right? I started to deep dive into this whole thing. All right, I had to cut it there. I know I said I would try to do this in one take. I completely fumbled over my own words. I had no idea. I just completely lost my train of thought. But basically, what I was trying to say was, I knew I was meant for more. I hated my job. I was with all of these people who just had given up on life. And I really, like, the thing that motivated me so much was I wanted to wake up and get out of, I was waking up at 4:30 in the morning for my current job. And, like, it just sucked. Every day I was like, what's the point? Like, I don't want to do what I'm doing right now. So my goal was I wanted to wake up in the morning and feel excited about what I was going to do that day and help build my skills, build something I'm passionate about, make money, work towards goals that I actually cared about, that's what copywriting was able to do for me. So I'm not going to run through, like I said, I'm going to make a whole nother video on like my entire story, but basically, like, long story short, I bought some courses. I got a mentor. Shout out KJ Rainey. I'm sure you guys know him. Like, he is the best ever. He's completely changed my life. Honestly, I feel like I should make him like an entire testimonial video too. But again, I'll save that for another one. But I used his tactics. He completely changed my mindset on everything, and I was actually able to land my first client, which was freaking believable. Like, for those of you who might have a client right now, you know that feeling when like someone even just like responds to that DM and they're like, oh yeah, like I'm interested in what you might have to offer me. Like, that feeling is better than, I'm sure, I don't like freaking do drugs or anything, but like I'm sure that feeling is better than anything you could experience, because oh my God, that day, talk about a freaking high when I got that first message back and they were like, yeah, do you want to hop on a call and talk to me? So anyway, that was, I hopped on with this guy. I landed him as my client. I have him on a 30% rev share deal, and I'm basically helping him grow out his coaching offer. So I'm writing all of his YouTube content. We're dialing up his Instagram right now, and it's a super simple funnel. Like, honestly, all of his traffic is coming just from organic YouTube. I personally think that's like the best way to get traffic to your organic coaching offers right now. But I think like what I really wanted to talk about, and like I can talk about whatever, like the success I'm having. I started working with him like 2 or 3 months ago, and like it's been going great. Like, this one client, honestly, like this month, I'm probably going to make like just under $5,000 from this one client alone, which is like, I can't even wrap my head around that yet. It's because, I mean, I'm sure maybe like once the money hits the bank account, it might feel more real. But the whole point of this is to really talk about this one idea. And it's like, for those of you like who don't think copy works and like it's not real, and that was me. I was completely in that boat. I was writing copy all day, and I was like, this isn't going to work. Like, I even thought my copy was pretty good, but I was like, who needs this? Other people can just write their own copy, or they can find a better copywriter than me. I just want to like let you know that it's real. It works. And I literally remember I sent some YouTube scripts and some titles to this random guy who's now the client I'm working with. He was averaging maybe like 200 or 300 views on a video. And I had no idea he even like used my YouTube title. This was like a few days later. I went back to go follow up with him, and I saw his YouTube channel, and he had used one of the titles I wrote him, and the video got like 2,200 views in like a day. And like all of his other videos were averaging like under like 200, honestly. And I was like, holy shit. That was the first day I remember this so clearly. I was like, copywriting works. And like, I DM'd him, and I was like, yo, I saw you use my title. Like, that your video worked. Like, that's great. And he was like, dude, that just signed me 3 clients, and I made $6,000 from that one video. He's like, do you want to hop on a call? And I was like, yeah, I want to hop on a call. So anyway, again, I'll talk about my whole story, but that just goes to show you, for those of you who might be writing YouTube scripts, like, it works, guys. He used a YouTube script that I wrote. That was the first day that I learned copywriting was real for me. And like, I just had the same realization yesterday. I was watching back some sales calls. Like, my client that I work for, like, he takes all the sales calls, obviously, but he records them so I can go back and watch them and just get like, see what people are saying, because that's the best feedback I can get, right? Like, if they're booking sales calls from certain videos and not other videos, like, me seeing that in the recording really helps me write things. And the other day I was binge watching sales calls. I went back and watched like 5 or 6 of them, and like, this was just the craziest moment ever. There were like 5 or 6 sales calls in a row where like the people directly were like, I hopped on a call because what you were saying in that video resonated with me so hard, and I just like knew that what you were selling was going to help me. And obviously, like, me writing the YouTube scripts, I was like, again, it was just one of those moments where I was like, copywriting is like a superpower. I was like, this is real. Like, all of these, being able to write things and basically get inside of the head of all of these other people that were then going to come and buy what my client was selling was just the coolest feeling in the world. So, I mean, again, I tend to rant, but basically the moral of this whole story is, again, for those of you who are like, you just might have doubts. Like, I was riddled with doubts. I never thought this was going to work. I thought I was going to have to go back to a 9 to 5. I just basically want to let you all know that, like, from someone, I could not be more real. Like, I'm sitting in my childhood bedroom, hopefully going to move out soon because I'm now making money with this, but it's real. It will change your lives. And I encourage you to just keep going. Like, you just have to keep pushing forward. You will land a client one day. Volume negates luck. Just keep learning, keep watching videos. This stuff is so freaking real, and you have the option to quit your 9 to 5 and completely change your life if you think you can. So I guess just with that, I'll leave it here. Try to keep it like as close to a 10-minute video as I can. And yeah, that's my first video. I just wanted to come on and show any other copywriters out there that this stuff is real. I had every doubt in the world. I'm no better than you, and it will work if you keep trying. So with that, peace out.